Well, you know how things go with me, so this is going to be beautiful because I'm starting a new program. It's the male confidence for 2020, but of course now I'm going to have to add SWU into it. So what we're going to do right now is you got to understand that male confidence 2020 is for those of you who, for whatever reason, can't make the conference calls, uh, can't do what's required as far as what's required for SWU. You can't do it because I've had a lot of guys pay the full tuition, and for whatever it is, they can't continue, whatever reason. And I tell them, man, I'm not trying to get money like that. I don't want money like that, man. Come on. We can figure this out. There is something that we can do. Mostly, it was truck drivers and people that travel a lot. You know, dudes, I mean, not people, dudes that travel a lot. So, what we're doing right now is getting into 2019 that's for the traveler, excuse me, not 2019, 2020. That's for the traveler and everything else. So, now you got to understand this is a program. No, scratch that. The course you bought is going to prepare you for the confidence that you seek to gain. Now, I don't know why, in your case, you bought this confidence course, but I do know, for whatever reason you have in particular, you're lacking confidence, and you've admitted it. This is a big thing mentally. It's a big thing because up until now, you've been denying it. And you're not going to win denying the truth. You're just not. So, in this course, you're going to need to reach deep into your soul. And what you're reaching for is the hidden confidence. You have it. Everybody has it. Just different things has hampered it from coming out and working in your favor. Don't worry about it. We're going to cover all these things. That's what this course is about. So, what I'm saying is this: you got to reach into your soul and grab that hidden confidence. And when you do, you want to use it in all your interactions. I don't care if it's about getting a job. I don't care if it's about going to donut. I don't care if it's about getting gas or talking to this woman. I don't care what it's about. I want you to care that it's really about you. That's all it's about. If every individual in the world realized that the world is about the individual, the world is not about this group of people. The world is not about this country. The world is about you. Well, not the world, life. Life is about you. If you don't take charge, you ain't gonna be in charge. Then you're gonna be led because you're a sheep. Now, if you think you're a sheep and you want to be led, then this ain't for you. Cut me off right now. Ask for your money back so I can give you your goddamn money back. Because this shit ain't for you. If you acknowledging that you a goddamn sheep and you want to, remain. I ain't mad at you. I just don't want to try to, force you to want help. What you're going to do with this course is learn how to be confident without having to think about, oh, I took the confidence course. Now, what did it say to do about this situation? No, you're not going to have to do that. That is not where we going. And before I really get into where we're going, I would be like remiss if I didn't point out to you this course will not do anything for you if you don't do what the assignments require of you. Sure, you're gonna get the information. You can just be like reading on the internet. You can read anything you want to about confidence, but you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna gain it. You're not gonna understand what it takes to have confidence. And that's what this course is about. So, what I'm saying is, in this course, I give you, for whatever section we're on, I give you assignments. And the students at SWU get these same assignments. But the difference is they're interacting with me while they're learning it. So what I'm saying is different things happen. I'm not mad at none of you for doing it the way you want to do it. What I'm saying is there is a difference. There's a difference in what you're going to learn from the course and what you'll learn if you was in SWU. And the main difference is that I'm not slacking. If you was in SWU, you couldn't turn in some half-ass shit. But since you're at home doing what you want to do, come on, man. You may slack. I ain't saying you are, but you might. So on your own, you're not going to be subject to the rigorous scheduling that we have in group. Uh, you're not going to really be exposed to being on Front Street, where you have to use your active learning. You're not going to do that because, of course, you are calling the shots here. If it's about you calling the shots, you would have been on Front Street if it was about you wanting to be on it. You're not going to get on Front Street, but that do not mean you cannot learn from what you're doing. Quite possibly, after you learn, what you get from doing it at home, you might want to get with SWU because what you learn is only 30% of what you could learn. And I'm telling you, think about it. If you did not know anything, and there's 10 things to learn, and you only going to learn 30%, and you learn these 3 things, you didn't learn 3 things you didn't know. So you gonna be dope to you. So that's the difference between SWU and this. SWU, you gonna learn all 10 of them. And you gonna be dope. You ain't gonna know what dope is, you gonna be dope. So what I'm saying is, of course, I want my, Sidewalk University to become an accredited institution. And periodically, our group gets checked on. I don't know who actually is doing it. Probably, I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I do know it happens. And so we don't use profanity. And right now, this is new, I'm starting the off campus curriculum, which is what you're doing. You're not actually going to SWU. We're doing some off campus stuff. So we're making moves. Now, you got to understand the foundations. At SWU, we do active learning. Active learning is not reading a book, watching a video, hearing some sort of tape or whatever. It's Not any of that. Active learning is after you've done all that, and let's say you got an A, now you qualify to start some active training. So active learning is actually after you've learned all the stuff you learned from first to whatever, 12th grade. Whatever you learn, reading, listening to stuff, watching stuff, that's called rote, R-O-T-E, rote learning. We're surpassing rote learning and we're going into active learning. Active learning means the things that you learn, whether they're new or not, you're going to actively implement them in your life right now, not tomorrow. So what I want you to understand is the thing about this course is that you're going to have homework to do. And you're going to have homework to think about. But the exercises in this course are not to be dealt with in that way. You're trying to master the think it, do it concept. And this is impossible to do unless you fully trust yourself. So, the very first thing you need to do in order to trust yourself is to stop lying, especially to yourself. Excuse me. That's the only way that you're going to be able to think something and do it. Because you've stopped lying to yourself. The reason you have to think something and then think about it and then think about what you're thinking is because you lie to yourself. And you can't go with your first thought. You got to think about your first thought just to make sure you ain't gonna get yourself in some shit. I don't have to go through that. I never think anything that's gonna, make me have some kind of problem. And if I do mistakenly make a choice that brings a problem, I immediately use the things I know to dismantle that problem and get right away from it with no scathes. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to understand the truth is the light. Now, let me ask you something. Do you ever think of how silly the shit is that you think? When you see that woman over there and you want to talk to her, you think she's going to get in that big tractor, that big, whatever you call it, pavement, that big tractor that smashed the pavement down. You think she's going to get in that big tractor and come run your motherfucking ass over. I mean, that's what you guys think. It is. Maybe you don't think that, but you think shit like that. And that's what the problem is because of the shit you think. And you think what you think because of what you think. Take it from me. If you got your shit together, you ain't gonna think to rob no bank. If you got your shit together, you not gonna think to drive off the Bay Bridge or go on the Bay Bridge and pull over and stand on that motherfucking jump off. If you got your shit together and you know what you're thinking, you ain't gonna think no to hurt somebody. You ain't gonna think any kind of shit like that. So, to think it, do it, to have that mentality, it's difficult to do. But you gotta practice believing in yourself. Anytime you're gonna answer any of the questions involved in this course, get into the habit of not taking no long time to think about it. Because you don't need no long time. You only take a long time. You don't need it. You got to believe in yourself. The thing about what I'm talking about is when you believe in yourself and you do something as soon as you think it, and it's wrong, it's the wrong thing to do. What? You gonna say fuck it? No, you're gonna change up. But if you want to focus on being wrong, you can. But the real motherfucker focused on seeing that he was wrong and that he did something to correct it. And this is where I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take you there. You're gonna understand it when I'm done. Because the idea about think and do it is to act and not react. So, now, the one thing that I'm going to be honest that I did that can really be attributed to my success of being able to master the think it, do it system was that I'm being honest. I had to get over my fear of being wrong. I just had to get over it. Fear is an incredible force. And in this course, you're going to learn to get over the things that aren't going to change. You just have to. You know, like a woman that you want to speak to. I mean, but she got other people around her. So, and these people could quite possibly hear what the hell you finna say to her. So instead of going over to her and speaking, you stand and hold the wall up. And you do nothing. Why? See, this is what's wrong with you guys. You're afraid of investigation. Why do you stand up and hold the wall up? The answer is fear. Fear of someone overhearing you speak. You're going to be embarrassed if someone were to hear you. Because you know how square you are. You know how fucked up the shit you say is. You know how the bitch can say something and shut you down. So you do nothing. Conference calls. We have those. The benefit of them is each and every time you're on that conference call, when I call on you and you open your mouth to say anything, there's going to be a gang of people listening to you. A gang of people. And it takes the guys at SWU weeks of me consistently fucking with them about this for them to get over it. So I can imagine how long it's going to take you with me not fucking with you, you having to fuck with yourself. This is a big thing you're taking on, but it's not impossible to do. So I want all of you to know, you as far as what you're doing, you're on like a payment plan. But this payment